plays like he did yesterday, controlled, calculated, hitting his skill shots, Origen could be in trouble.
We can look at both these comps here. And no matter how Shook plays, this should be a super explosive
mid-game, but we may have a level 1.
Yep.
Gentlemen, these guys are going to go toe-to-toe. Death sentence. Kasing winds up and he finds Soaz. Pulls him forward. There's a dash back. That was a taunt. Soaz has managed to make it out alive. Exhaust has been used. Orb of Deception will ring true on Mithy as Origen go away. Hyonin flashes for first blood at 53 seconds.
Whoa.
Shook's not done yet. He resonating strikes through the jungle. And now Vitality are invading.
We said it was going to be explosive. Level 1.
Gap goes out with E. And yeah, we count.
You make it sound so easy. Mithy's got himself a pulverize. The repel in from Amazing. Kasing will slowly get burned down. Teleport started and cancelled by Cabashot. I think Soaz may have taunted him. Sven continues to look forward. Dance of Arrows will be up in just a moment. That's a kill back for Origen onto Kasing.
So Origen after that level 1 had Sven.
Because there was just a moment of hesitation there.
Well, Shook is now coming to help out Hyonin. Sonic Wave connects. There's some damage onto Mithy. Shook is
in the minions though.
The one that's in trouble. And wow!
Wolf, what we're talking about. He's in a full minion wave, so all those bolts arrive at the same time as that
Talking
wolf.
about the mid laners, Nukeduck. He's going to find a bull with some horns. Mithy flashes from the orb, maybe anticipating the charm. Nukeduck will land the charm onto Amazing, but it's a 3v1. And that is an easy kill for Origen.
Yeah, really good setup, really good cooldown tracking overall. They knew he didn't have the flash. Ulti was just barely available because it's up right now. It must have been still on cooldown. And just good synergy right there. Even through the cleanse, just gets blown up.
So who is next? Death Sentence? Will not find anybody. What goes up must come down. Amazing gets flayed backwards. 3 members of Vitality looking for blood. Cocoon finds Kasing and Soaz will teleport in. Amazing goes down to Shook in a jungle-on-jungle action.
all really
and
low.
Soaz has been chunked out. Hyonin is looking for some kills. The Fate's Call will knock Power of Evil up. But here comes Sven. He's lopped over the wall. Dance of Arrows forward. It's 1 kill for PoE, another for Sven. Now Soaz is going to connect to the taunt. Shook's in trouble. He's dancing around the Scuttle Crab as all of Origen are collapsing on him. A flash forward for the final.
Yeah, miscommunication on the side of Vitality. Thought they were winning the fight, but they forgot about Sven coming into that fight, and more importantly, they forgot that Cabashard did not have teleport available.
All he gets for his team right now is the top tower. He was slowly chipping it down anyway.
Play, but they really forget about Sven coming in. Right now, Cabashard that was pushing the top lane. Yeah, Overstate is welcome, and he's going down too.
Yeah, gonna get run down. Caught between a ninja and a Spider Woman. And it's Amazing that gets the kill credit. And with Origen making the tower plays and map plays, they've got themselves a comfortable 2,000 gold lead. Vitality are not respecting the map, but take a look at the middle. Power of Evil's going to be in trouble while Kasing and Hyonin are running for their lives. There's no teleport from Cabashard. The target will be Hyonin on the back line. Power of Evil was killed by Shook, but so is Hyonin in reply. Kasing tried to get out. The exhaust comes down, looking for a pulverize. Mithy will pin him against the wall. The Cocoon lands, and Sven will pick up a double kill, 5-0-2. Will Vitality at least be able to get a tower?
Yeah, we see Origen switching because part 1's done. Bot side of the map is done. They're now switching to the top side of the map in terms of vision control. They isolate that top lane tower. Cabashard is cut out. Bring the Shen in.
There is nothing for Cabo to do. He's being chased away from his side of the map. The rest of Vitality are pushing down in the bottom lane, but this should go to Sven. Another kill. 6-0-2. Outer turret available for Origen, more gold versus an inner turret down bottom. So Vitality at least trying to keep some map pressure even.
Yeah, this play right now is uneven. Obviously, tier 2 is better than tier 1. The kill kind of equals out. But what they also get on Origen's side is like a complete vision control over the blue area. And we are approaching the 20-minute mark. If they can use that vision to get more vision later on, they can isolate the Baron, and then they can start baiting that later on.
But again, he only has 1 global. And a Graves TP is not really that scary. Like, if he TP's in behind you, you just stun him and kill him, basically. He's gonna have to build like Steric's Gauge and so on with more Mortis and be like a Bruiser type, which is a good build on Graves, but he's flanking compared to Source joining in constantly with Form. This is not going to be the same effect. Vitality wants to keep pushing on towers and creating picks. It is very difficult once you start on losing lanes. Get the ping wards now, get control around one of the sides of Origen's jungle, and create picks. They're trying for one here. Sadly, they kick Amazing the wrong way.
Yeah, Amazing gets kicked to safety, but Mithy, he gets hooked by a death sentence. Hyonin is left for dead, forced to flash in front of his team. Soaz finds the Shadow Dash taunt, and that will be Hyonin tickets. He's down, and Origen will have complete control of this middle lane. One lost outer turret if they want it. Amazing goes up, will repel back down. Power of Evil scatters the weak, looks for the stun. Nukeduck does not find the charm, and he's forced to dash away. And the Sonic Wave snipe from Shook. Soaz is going to get a double taunt as Sven is dashing forward once more. Lamb's Respite keeps everyone alive. As long as you're in the ring, you're here to play. Flash defensively from Mithy, the man that started it all. Sven shuts down. Team bonus gold for that monumental kill streak, and Vitality are right back in it.
More of a worrying trend.
Look at those chunks from Sven onto Kiana with the 6 stacks on his passive. 6 hunts completed, 7.5% damage. Look how quickly Soaz and Sven are already taken down without amazing.
Why is Counter Shot bot?
Because they're revealing in the mid lane. We saw PoE and Alistar both reveal themselves on wards in the mid lane. Then we had a 2-man Baron. Amazing choice in just a little later, and Vitality just did not take into account the amount of damage. Bit of a failed combo, bit of over-eager too. I don't think he needed to make that play. If you just hold Flash from Alistar as a counter-engage tool, the amount of zone that provides in teamfights, especially considering going on a Thresh who has Fate's Call available.
I wonder if you just saw the charm hit Sven, and he was
It's a different experience, different missile speed.
It is.
The problem is that the... Hang on.
Well, Power of Evil has
the problem.
That's what I was about to say. The problem is that Power of Evil is about to get caught.
Soaz is the one who can play aggressive with teleports. He can go back to base, get home guards. Origen might even look to make an aggressive play, use TP, and then do it again after. Amazing though. Might be caught out.
He was, but he's flashed away. Cabo's teleported in. Scatter the Weak finds a stun, and Yarnan's knocked up. Nukeduck's trying to zone away Sven. Amazing will be the first one to fall this fight before Power of Evil follows. Sven puts down Lamb's Respite. He's staying alive. Flashes and skips away, but that's a triple kill, I think, for Yarnan. He's going to close the team fight out, and Vitality, hands down, win.
One of the big things about the Graves pick, let's see Soaz. Getting everything again, he's just delaying the recall. Because Vitality, they're going to finish.
They're going to finish the game. This game is over.
This game might be done. Vitality have grouped up as 4 in the middle lane. There's nobody but Shook to tank up for now. They'll swap the Nexus turret aggro. 30 seconds before any damage dealers are on the Rift. And Vitality strike down Origen to pick up the win.
Well, Soaz is coming, but...
Oh, it's not done yet. Soaz gets a taunt. He's going to try and interrupt it. They've stopped killing the Nexus, but it will only be for show. And finally, Vitality close it out.
So we talked briefly about this earlier, but one of the things about Graves is you can build these bruiser items like Moore and Steric's Gauge and so on.
In 4 different games. Elements or Giants? Will Giants pick up their first win of the spring split? Let us know, hashtag GIA win. Or will Elements go 3-1?
We're only 11 minutes into it.
In the game.
Yeah, you're not going to walk down and kill it, but it does mean you have Dragon Control, so Giants are getting quite some good stuff. Pepe in the mid lane has just been farming, just been doing his job. You don't really need to do anything else. Sprouttle is walking in alone right now. What are you doing, friend?
So much trouble. Let's take a look. Sprouttle is just going to flash over
on multiple lanes if you're Elements, so they have to set up now. Just want to see Steve sit on top side against the Shen.
Let's see if they put themselves in that position. Mr. Royals has got a very big CS advantage. He's grown that to 20 already, even in the middle lane. Has been even all of the game, so...
Except you get that misplay where you outlast first and you forget to click the Morgana ulti.
Oh, that's what I would do.
And then he's looked
right.
Let's see what Steve can do.
Is hungry. Who's in trouble? Flash for Flash. Steve is going to nom him. Lines up the Dark Binding and first blood to Elements.
I love the skin choice as well because we know Steve loves up. He can get a few hits on mid tower. Always just a few hits. You got Rift Herald. This is great from Elements.
Oh, Godfrey's coming in, as is Atom. The pillar's already down. A flash taunt will keep Steve under pressure. Great health comes up and he's rooted in place by the gravity field. They've traded top laner for top laner. It's going to be a little difficult, but as you mentioned, that pool comes down. Dark Binding connects onto Ku. Ica again, low on mana.
Oh, Ku is going to hate himself for that one. He fired the smoke screen just as the binding hit him, so the tower...
Soil. Wave clear from Ica. It's either fantastic when they're grouped under the tower, or it's a fail if they're not. Good damage there from Marjorie onto Ica, as Elements will secure Dragon number 1.
And obviously it wasn't really straight up laning here at any point in the game.
Maybe you got worried he was going to face Mr. Rolls. The Rift Scuttler loses his patience with Elements, goes back to the pits, and then will re-aggro, continue to take him down. So this will be the second Scuttler they have secured. This time,
It is a
donated
Rift
to
Herald.
Elements have successfully disengaged. Now they feel there is an opportunity. Ku is sitting close to the left-hand flank of the team fight. He's a little bit split up.
Ica.
He's going to dash away. Teleport coming in from Steve. Ku's managed to pick up a kill onto Sprattle, as now Ica's in the back line. Soul Shackles is up. There's no Hourglass yet, so he will go down. And he teleported in to donate gold to Audrey. Flash forward for Godfred. He puts up the trophy.
Right now is communicating to his team I can TP in, but because there's no engage from Elements at all, there's no one who can like set up the team.
He's down, but look at the minion wave. It will get cleared. Wow! Collateral damage and end of the line puts the deck gears down. Steve is in trouble, or not. He's looking to create trouble. Atom is now on the front line. Steve going to be forced to pop this grey health. He's managed to swallow Atom. He's waddling towards the tower. Elements are running low, and it's Ku that gets dropped. He's the first victim. Thanks to Ica. Ica's holding on to his Soul Shackles and his flash.
On the Victor, full upgrade Hex Core. He's sitting on 600 AP, 30 minutes in. So if Mr. Rales mispositions, he gets one shot basically.
Let's see if Mr. Rales can play well. Blade of the Rune King was used, rather Ghost Blade on Ku. Now Atom's been caught by the death sentence, but it's Mega Tank v Mega Tank. Steve has been taunted. He comes out of the taunt and pops the grey health. Defensively flashes, and the Chaos Storm will pick up a kill onto Sprattle with the help of that collateral damage. They're trading kills back and forth. Supports are down, and Mr. Rales was out of position. He gets gobbled by Steve, and the waddle to safety. Steve will tongue lash Ku. The smoke screen comes out, and Atom misses both. The Vorpal Blades plus Auto will secure the kill. And Steve is going to waddle away. Now Ku, he takes two total shots. He's down to single-digit HP. Manages to walk away, and the survives.
Oh, that was so
Face
close.
of the mountain from Godfred. For Giants, they pick up a much-needed team fight victory. Their priorities are on the Baron. If you look at the mini-map, so they're grouped up top while Steve and Rales easily secured their third Dragon of the game. 12 minutes away from the
target. The problem is now, that's not the case. Let's see what happens to Steve again, though.
Let's see. Steve, Gravity Field will root him in place. The rest of Elements are trying to set up. There's a TP into the back. It didn't work out for Ica last time. Black Shield is already there. Audrey is going to Arcane shift over, and Ica with the Soul Shackles will root Audrey in place. It's a shutdown, and Steve gets the kill. Now he gets caught by another Gravity Field. You can't escape it. He's going to devour Atom, push him forward to Mr. Rales. Mr. Rales is landing all of the Rins. Another kill to Steve as Atom goes down. Ica claps his hands, and Elements, a 2-for-1.
So Elements finally get the pick they needed. I don't think Giants expected that teleport to come in behind them, and everyone was just kind of caught out. Ku were trying to clear the pink ward earlier. And because of the AoE, he hit the Baron. So he took a lot of damage, so he was super low. Giants just got caught completely out of position. Let's see what they can do.
Pepe's got no ultimate available. The Storm's not there. Ku's in trouble. The barrier comes up from his Sterak's gauge, but it's just another kill to Elements. They're now 8-7.
Might see Elements say, you know what, guys, just wait for another dragon. Chill out a little bit. Actually, no, what am I talking about? Because Ku's still dead. Just go Baron.
Yeah.
Just rush Baron now and take the fight.
You've got Smite and you have Callista. It'll make it at least a 65-35.
Giants should just give this one up. Just give it up. Don't risk.
Giants will not heed your warning, Deficio.
Pepe's out of mana.
They're grouped up. Chaos Storm not available either. 600 and it's secured by Elements. Baron could be the tool that allows
big wave bottling and top
wave
lane.
bottom, so they're not going for Dragon yet.
Oh,
Pepe
Giants!
in trouble. The Cocoon finds Pepe. He cleanses it, but it will not matter. Sprattle does not manage to find the Flayers. Ku will dash away. He's flashed to safety. Steve is chasing all the way forward. Devours Ku, and Mr. Rales is here to follow up. That's a double. Now they're pushing forward. The second inhibitor turret is being pushed out as Death Sentence finds Godfred. He's going to get away with his life, but Elements, they may have enough to finish the game. There's minions pouring into the base, and the primary wave clear from Pepinero's Victor, it's not there.
Again, you still have the Baron buff. Just keep pushing in. 2 guys are dead from Giants. Steve can tank the towers if needed. You got minions. You got everything you need.
It's all on Audrey and Atom. Atom's got his flash available and the taunt. Mystic Shot connects. Ica's being dropped on, and the Death Sentence finds Audrey. He's flashed away, but he will not survive. Mr. Rales is on a killing spree, 5-1 and 4. Atom's doing the best he can to delay, but it will not matter. Nexus turret number 2 falls, and after 40 minutes, Elements strangle Giants off the rift.
I feel like we've seen this before from Giants. We're sitting here talking about, oh, you know, Vector scale up to late game.
All about the walls for both Poppy and Graves. This was the premier matchup of the spring split last year. Let's see if UOL can bounce back from the defeat yesterday. Hashtag FNC win. If you think Fnatic...
Too many minions and too much damage on the towers, honestly. And that's why they said, okay, let's just keep standard laning for now, even though we're going to get further and further behind. And that's a big issue.
It's time to tower dive. Noxiac does not have access to his unbreakable will. 4 members of the Unicorns of Love are going under the tower. Reckless flashed away. Now he's trying to keep in safety. Actually Valked to stay alive, but UOL grabbed themselves the first kill.
Again, this is what happens when you're just losing multiple lanes at once. Gamsu's going in on Chachi, though.
Gamsu's going to knock Chachi against the wall. Keeper's verdict just to hold him in place. Spirit moving forward. Collateral damage and end of the line. Secure a kill. It's 1 for 1.
All right, it's a good response here from Fnatic, but they're losing top tower. And again, get the Rift held and then go gank this Ryze. If he's stuck up at the tower, you just kill him instantly, force him away. And if Unicorns stay on the bot side, you have a big enough weight that you might potentially be able to push into tier 2 tower and take that one as well. Maybe. Especially now that Diamond is going to take Dragon, and Unicorns are very slow taking the bot lane tower. Febiven is joining. Fnatic is aiming for 2 towers top.
Charm has to hit here. Febiven actually holds it, uses the Spirit Rush to get away. Gigantic minion wave, and the cannon minions survive.
And now Spirit is coming with the Rift Herald. Unicorns Aloft have no safe wave play. We talked about this in their cup. This is such a good move from Fnatic with the Rift Herald. Build up a big wave, have 4 members join in. You have 4 guys moving into mid lane, putting pressure, and you have the Zed normally sitting bot, but they're just gonna all in for tower now. They're trying at least. Noxiac going in.
He's found Chachi. Chachi's underneath the turret. Death Sentence connects onto Febiven, and then Fate's Call will pull Hylissang backwards. Gamsu sitting in the back line. The Keeper's verdict has already been swung. The kill is picked up for Febiven onto Hylissang, and Fnatic are trying to back away. Steelback is still on full HP, and Chachi's got mana to play with. So give them a small buff as the game continues to play out. The next target for Fnatic, reliable, safe wave clear. So Fnatic will get a lot of damage onto this turret. It's still powering up. We're only 22
Got his teleport.
Diamond's coming in from the side. Not going to be able to find a really useful knockup, and Reckless has taken him out of the fight already. Chachi's found Spirit. Keeper's verdict will knock him up into the air, and Reckless will find himself a double kill. Steelback will knock him up into the air, and Reckless will find himself a double kill. Steelback wants to get a kill, but Febiven goes golden. He survives the fight, flashes away to safety before Fox shuts him down. Steelback has got 1,000,000 targets, arrows in Reckless, and he rends him for the triple.
That was such a good team fight for the Unicorns of Love, especially Steelback played it so well. Then instead, if you are feeling confident, you can find your AD carry is very strong at the moment. You start playing around stuff like Baron. You set up a ping or 2, and you basically save a whole lot.
Look at this, UOL, they're onto the Baron. The rest of Fnatic are trying to respond, but Kalista and Steelback, they've got a lot of stacks. Fox is taken out already. Death Sentence will find Gamsu. Baron secured by Steelback's range, and Gamsu, he's got himself a double. Steelback will pierce his way over the wall and try to escape. Charm will find Diamond Procs. Steadfast presence from Gamsu will not interrupt the Fate's Spirit Rush and Flash to get away. Will at least mean no Flash, no ulti for the ensuing fight. Spirit will get taken out. Steelback is unstoppable. 5-0 and 2. Noxiac pushes Chachi towards the tower, but does not get the pulverize. Gamsu's able to stun Steelback, but Steelback's got a QSS. He removes it. Another triple kill for Steelback. UOL had the opportunity to break open Fnatic's base. Walk the top lane minions into the tower. Look at that damage from Thunderlords. Reckless is already down. Gamsu does stun Fox against the wall though, so they trade AD carry from mid laner, but that was one of the big...
And it should be all in favor of Unicorns at this point.
Unicorns, let's see how effectively they can close this game out. Dragon number 2. His inhibs will be up shortly, but the Baron, that's going to be the...
40's Baron plays, but Unicorns are saying, you know what, we can make it back to home base, and we're gonna start it and force Fnatic to come down and fight us.
Gamsu's got his W down, Steadfast.
Steelback!
He's found Steelback. Steelback's caught up, but Baron's been secured. There is the Keeper's verdict and knocks Steelback into the air. Gamsu's almost soloed.
Still alive!
Steelback's starting to stay alive. He's hopped away. The Lantern keeps him up. Hylissang knocks him up. Now Steelback gets the kill. Chachi will be the sacrificial lamb. It's 1 for 1, but UOL get Baron. Watching Chachi, he's going forward. Has got the root onto Noxiac, but he takes a big chunk there from Reckless. Reckless is trying to wave clear. Death Sentence finds Noxiac, Unbreakable Will is up. Gumsu's going forward, trying to prevent the skips and the jumps, but the inhibitor still stands. It's up to 700 hit points. The thing is, there's no ultimate now for Noxiac. The
Hylissang!
finds Hylissang, but it's not really the man you want. Noxiac gets a two-man knockup. The rest of Fnatic's backline are peeling away. Fox is stunned against the wall. Deathmark will get thrown down, and it will get cleansed away from Reckless. Steelback is jumping forward at the Hurricane. Gets some tags onto Reckless. Gumsu, the only victim of the fight. Super Minions run to the Nexus turrets, and Fnatic lose the inhibitor.
When you consider that Alistar was first pick, in this game at least, Baron is being started by Unicorns. Fnatic is pretty far away from this one. This Baron is gone.
They're very slow to react, and all of a sudden UOL can peel and fight if they want to.
Because again, that's your chance to engage. Now you have no ulti.
Death Sentence found Gumsu. He has his flash. Noxiac has a flash as well, but there's no ultimate available.
Hit nothing.
Throws out the keepers.
There it is.
Swing and a miss. They managed to get a kill in Hylissang, but it does not matter. They've traded support for support. Steelback is still alive with a gigantic shield. All three inhibitors are down, and Fnatic.
But that's also because Unicorns are saying, we don't want to hit Fnatic, we want to hit this inhibitor. Take it down, and then just back away. There's technically not a real team fight in that sense, because Unicorns had no reason really to take down Fnatic.
Inhibitors come back to win. UOL have got an army of super minions, and they want the Winions to help them out. Keeper's Verdict is available for Gumsu. He's looking for a target. Hylissang has found Featherman, but the Death Sentence did not. A bootback will find Diamond, but Gumsu's the first to fall. Featherman is backing away. Reckless still healthy. Hylissang has managed to stay alive despite being lobbed into the team by Steelback. The super minions are being rattled down by Fnatic. It's a 5-on-4 as the minions continue to stream in.
Oh no!
Hook on Featherman! Featherman's in trouble, and he's down! Steelback continues to destroy Fnatic, and the Unicorns of Love in 50 minutes have taken down the Nexus turrets, have taken down the Nexus, and they have proven that the magic is still real!
Yes, indeed. But we want to know if you guys think that Splyce can pick up their first win here. Tweet us at LOL Esports with hashtag SPYWin, or if ROCCAT will pick up another ROC win. We'll check on your predictions in the game, see which comp you think will reign supreme. Still taking way too much damage there for comfort level as Betsy chunks him. It's a good combo. Meanwhile, 3 ROCCAT members up on the Rift Herald ganging up here. There should be no response. There's also a network of Rek'Sai tunnels in the area, which means that Splyce have not wanted to venture really anywhere near that, and it will go over.
The only time we've really seen these early Rift Heralds is when the blue side or red side have been opting for the Dragon. Freddy now isn't quite 6, so still knows he can't take this fight, just has to buy the time.
A little over 1,000, or rather 2,000 for them. Mid lane tower soon to fall. ROCCAT actually eats a charm here, but Senkuts doesn't have enough damage in the tank to go, but he goes in, might be able to secure it. That's first blood. A cheeky move along with the ignite. Spirit rushing his way to a kill.
And this was exactly ROCCAT kind of overextending into that mid tower. They only had flash everybody all day, every day, get that engage. However, there is the Black Shield, there is the Tom Kench, so I guess that's why Edward's got both. He's just looking to go in all the time. If you miss one, well, you'll have it back up in a lower cooldown anyway.
My biggest indicator is the Dragon goes down in favor of ROCCAT for a...
Last year as they were Team Dignitas EU, but Splyce right now still struggling in their first few weeks of the LCS. This is a better opening for them, but they still are trailing behind ROCCAT right now.
They will, however, pick up the Rift Herald buff. It's going over to Kabi. See, Splyce still trying to stick it around together. They are sending Senkuts back after he's up in the top. Betsy jumps in. Zero's out. Isbeth, hello, and he's able to just stay alive. How much health does he have?
The health off that middle tower is already a significant amount. Keep in mind, Freddy right now has the Frozen Mallet, is building for a split push, 1 versus 1 kind of setup here. So is waiting for the point in the game where he can just take Wonderwear on and Senka.
Just want to keep ROCCAT from taking more towers. It is 3-2. ROCCAT have been able to control the Dragon Pit, so they've taken 2 very uncontested Drakes. So if you're taking a lot of damage and gets hit by the Ghost afterwards, he gets stunned by the Binding. So they've got a lot more, and they take him down. Trashy blows him away while the True Shot Barrage was just on him.
You just confused me.
Like,
there have been lots of Ghosts.
But he doesn't give them up.
We need like Luigi to come with the Poltergust for this game. Just get rid of all of
I haven't heard a Luigi's Mansion reference in forever. Well done.
Man, I gotta fit them in where I can. This certainly seems to be the kind of game for that. Edward's been chunked though.
Oh, and he goes in, he comes out, Wonderware's in the mix, the Dragon, and there's a big Gnar against the wall. Betsy senses his opportunity, but Freddy's gonna fall as well. Kabi gets the credit for that. Airwax Ignite is on, burns his flash, Senkux, one auto, it will do it. He picks up a kill, and now Betsy, Eddie, and Saphir are all on the run. Charm is nailed, the double kill for Senkux, a pickup for Wonderware, and it's just Betsy hanging around. The rest are back at spawn, and they are not looking good for Team ROCCAT right now.
It looked to be a much better fight in this setup, but the problem was the Gnar didn't hit any of the damage dealers from Splyce. It hit the 3 people that can afford to be hit in that situation. From there, everybody turns around for Splyce, and it's back to the game plan. Back to making sure their carries can carry in these fights, and that's exactly what the follow-up came with. Senkux was outputting a lot of damage, so was Kabi at this point, and man, that looked to be such a good setup for ROCCAT. I feel they almost...
From Wonderware while we were talking, Freddy and Mega Gnar form pushed away back. Betsy jumps in onto Wonder, but he's got a hell of a health bar, and he swallows the LeBlanc hole. Betsy, both of them getting shut down by Kabi. Saphir getting chunked and blown away. Senkux on a rampage, and he's going wild. This is the Senkux we expected to see in Europe.
This is exactly why I wanted to see Senkux on the Ahri. I know that previously that coach Yamato Cannon has been not the biggest proponent of Ahri when we've spoken to him on the analyst test, but I like the Splyce are finally finding their rhythm, finally finding a champion that works. The early game was not so great for him, but as this game opened up into a wider, more map-focused game, he's been on point.
I think Yamato will definitely have to reconsider.
So I still think it's a good item in this sense. Just one of those options meeting from the in goes Edward.
He's trying to make them punish for going too far forward as the teleport is canceled. Turret goes down, Airwax steps up, Freddy and Mega Gnar around the side, but instantly Splyce bail out of a bad situation and don't lose a man. Airwax is down still, and the tower is gone. 34 minutes on the clock. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Spooky Ghosts come out, but they look like they're getting away. Betsy on the road.
Here comes the Void Assault.
See if they can get away in time. Airwax comes in. He gets immediately chunked out, but a big Gnar from Freddy and Betsy around the side can't finish the job. Edward's gonna get taken out. Freddy's next. A double kill over to Trashy, and it's only Betsy to defend.
Only Betsy has been pretty much the moniker of this game, perhaps. Betsy has been the only person to pick up kills for ROCCAT, and Splyce have prospered through that. They were able to just not lose enough in the early game, wave clear, play a simple strategy, and now they're going to get their first win.
It took them 4 games to get to this point, but Splyce will come up with a victory right here over ROCCAT.
That's got to feel good for this team. They've previously had success on this stage in Challenger. It's been a long time since we've seen them huddled in victory.
Well, we will have to see as the game gets underway, but you at home, we want to hear from you if you think G2 with their Udyr in the jungle can pull out a victory and make it 4-0 in 2 weeks, or will H2K...
Seems to have found himself an angle on the Dragon fairly early on. Isn't really taking too much damage. Ryu's still only level 5.
Works at 6, does take 2 tower shots, so he's not going to be able to easily go any farther as if he wanted to go onto the second tier turret in the first place. Ryu just hit 6, has his Frozen Tomb available. Hybrid and Trick are doubling up, should be able to take out this Dragon. No problem.
This is taking Trick far longer than he thought it would have, just because of his mana. He's like, I can't dance. I want to dance with this Dragon. Unfortunately, he's no George R.R. This lane matchup now, Odo is coming out fairly far ahead, 56 CS. In goes Vander, though.
They find Hybrid. He is unbreakable, but they put him in a tomb and take him out. First blood secured by Ryu.
This is their first game without Corki, which was one of those picks that allows them to just root mid very effectively. This time they got the Lucians. They're not quite so good at doing it. And G2, they're going to take their second Dragon of the game. Excuse me.
Yeah, but that does mean H2K knowing that there is no members of G2 on the top side can start taking the Drift Field. Perhaps they can now turn the tables and push in another tower and grab a little bit more gold back for themselves. Still in the lead by about 1,000 at the moment. But G2 are already in position to defend.
Yeah, they are. Holds the top lane with Zed. 2 very slippery champions.
Yep, and speaking of slippery, Ryu does take a lot of damage, but he turns Tomb around onto Emperor. And Yankos blows him up.
So Emperor really disrespected Ryu right
Yeah, they are cheap, but they are good.
They're cheap and good, yeah, exactly. Because when there's a whole load of slows coming about, that's when you want boots of swiftness. In goes Ryu with the Stand United on.
The good old Dragon Dance is gonna be a fight. The first one, Emperor, is gonna get taken down by Ottowamne. The fight is on for the rest of these members. Very low on H2K's side. Ryu will try to claw, but he has to go through Zanya's first, and he can't get out. Meanwhile, Trick flashing, slapping. Phoenix Form finishes the job though, and he's all over Jankos
he is
for a
so
double kill.
tanky.
Absolutely massive here, but he's all by himself until Kikis and Hybrid arrive, and they turn back around onto them. H2K sense an easier opportunity, but they can't pick any more kills. All said and done, it's a 2 for 2.
2 for 2, nobody gets the dragon. Otherwise, on that low health, I don't think you run back in that situation.
Well, we got round 2 here. Clearly, G2 really want this Dragon 3 for them, but H2K might take it back. They do, and Trick gets knocked right out of the pit. Perks gets tombed up, and he is shot down by Ryu.
That's great from
For
Fandom.
some pretty crazy bear chases this game as Ryu waits patiently in the brush for Kikis to go way too far forward. They ping it out. He wants some help from Jankos. He'll be slow in coming as he comes to the lane, but Ryu looks to get ready to lock him up. 2-level difference. Just patient enough. Too patient.
In he goes.
Oh, and immediate wild growth, but there's the Frozen Tomb. Jankos is coming close. Should be able to finish this job. Kikis knows his time is almost up. And who do they give it to? It's Ryu. 3-1-2 on the game.
Yeah, however, mid lane is what you got to take a look at because
G2 can try to force a fight, but immediately whoever they start chunking, you're going to get Stand United. And in comes Trick, but he's knocked right on up, and all of a sudden, Perks is in, Perks is out, goes right in onto Forgiven, but immediately there's the Shen. The knock-up from Trick, and there now, Ryu and Vander falling oh so low. Trick in the middle, but shut down courtesy of Jankos. Vander might follow, but he's a big cow, and he keeps himself alive. Trick is still the only one dead in this so far. As I say it, Kikis falls. H2K do what they do best and manage to outplay G2 Esports.
So much went unforgiven there, and he survived through the damage, even keeping his heal available. Looked like an exhaust was used on Perks, I believe. Same time, Hybrid exhausted Forgiven, so there was a whole lot of damage going on that wasn't really doing too much. H2K can hold through that fight and turn it back around as Ottowamne used that Stand United to get into the fight. Both teleports were saved as well from H2K, so even though they won that fight, now they get the Baron, and their 1-3-1 is going to be even stronger than it was before.
Yep, a little bit slow to start this one off, but Ryu using that teleport to get there a little bit quicker. The remaining members of G2 trying to act quickly to get in. You can hear the Ghost Blade popping for Perks, but they can't quite get enough done. True Shot goes in a little too early, and now Perks will take some parting shots. Hybrid trying to stop it, but man, those bullets are starting to hurt.
The enemy damages time in these fights. You can output so much yourself. Man, Perks,
he's still going
dancing
down.
shoes.
Oh, indeed you are. Way to pick that one up, even though they QSS'd out of the Frozen
like you
too.
could be doing here.
No,
Forces Emperor back.
They don't need to go in though. They've got easy poke to take this one down. And now another coin comes out. Hybrid and Kikis take a bit. True Shot. Ryu might want to back away, but he goes right back.
He goes in.
Zanya's. He gets Emperor locked up, and he's trying to finish the job. He might just do it. No, taken out. But Ottowamne picks Hybrid. Meanwhile, Emperor gets a shutdown, but he falls himself. Forgiven. They forgot all about him, and he's gonna finish the job. Trick now running away. Ooh dear. Ooh dear. He's not gonna save the game for G2. And H2K say, forget it. We can just take the base and end the game here.
Ryu with the Kuribo play, just going straight in, putting himself there as the scapegoat. Locks down 3 people. It's enough for H2K to put themselves in this spot to win the game.
Forgiven still wants his KDA to get padded, but it's all over. 34.5 minutes. H2K secure another win.
Slow and steady wins the race, but ultimately in the tortoise and the hare, Trick left himself in turtle stance for just too long in this game. G2 ended up falling behind, and H2K continue their good streak.
Absolutely.